Alright, here is a very impromptu video, and as you can tell from the title, it's about this. Not that there aren't many other reviews on there, but you know. And you're most likely not going to find anything in this video that isn't, you know, on the other ones. But figured I'd throw my hand into the pie or whatever. This, back in the early 90s, there was a fad that, you know, people wanted pure things, clean things. It was popularized by, what, Ivory Soap, was it? And plenty of companies started getting in that, including, well, Pepsi. And, well, they came out with a crystal clear Pepsi. I believe the original bottle actually had the word clear on it, but back in then, but then it kind of went the way of the dodo in mid 90s, 94 maybe they stopped, but in the US anyway. And then they came out in 2005 with a what is it, Pepsi Clear. And, well, needless to say, to call it, it didn't last too long. And basically this is the 2016 remake. But there is a little bit of differences with this one. There is, the differences are that basically the original one was caffeine free. And it didn't quite taste like Pepsi. So, but this one is clear cola, has a shitload of sugar, and contains caffeine. From what I'm gathering, not that I've read anything, but from what I'm gathering from the packaging, this is Pepsi, but without the caramel color. So I have yet to try. I know you see my pizza boxes. This was actually good today, believe it or not. And I have a cup of, it's cherry Pepsi, but as anyone who knows cola knows that cherry Pepsi is different than cherry Coke in the sense that while cherry Coke has a cherry cola flavor, to me at least, and many others I've read, cherry Pepsi has a cherry flavor but with a Pepsi, it has a Pepsi flavor but with a cherry afterthought. So you kind of can taste the differences between the two flavors, and that is melded as cherry Coke. I prefer cherry Pepsi for that reason because, well, I like Pepsi because it's sweeter. Obviously, we all know that bullshit. That it's not actually sweeter, it's simply upfront sweeter. But, you know, I fall for it, whatever. I'm not a marketing ploy bitch, but, you know, I like Pepsi better. And then you get the cherry on top of it. No pun intended. Well, no coin of phrase intended. Anyway, so basically I have cherry Pepsi here, and, oh shit, the new version of Crystal Pepsi here. You are not going to see me on camera doing it because my hair looks like shit. So yeah, that's basically it. First off, I'm going to take a sip of, well, first off, I'm going to open up the damn package. I'll show you the package first. The bottle, it's not a package. 250 calories per bottle. It's 20 ounce. Clear cola. Clear cola. So this does have the word clear on the package, but I think the first iterations of Crystal Pepsi had Crystal and then clear in smaller font, Pepsi in the normal font. It's one bottle, 20 ounce, 69 grams of sugar. Damn. Has the old Pepsi logo. It actually looks really nice. I like it. I don't know if it's carbonated, but actually, you know, look, duh. Focus. Focus. Carbonated water. Answer my own question. But yeah, basically that. So, let's open the bottle and see if I've shaken it up too much. Good amount normal amount of carbonation. It's not over, it's not under. So, I had chopped ice. And this was a This was actually in the fridge for a couple of hours, and I got it cold, and it was in the way home. It warmed up a little bit, and then in the fridge for a couple of hours, so it's cold. This was actually a room temperature can of cherry Coke that I pushed a bunch of crushed ice into and some regular, normal, unbroken ice cubes. But yeah, it's basically that. Let's see. I'm going to 1-2-1 cherry Pepsi. I find that if I add the crushed ice, I get more of a meld of flavors. But you know what? I haven't had this since '94. Yes, I'm that old. I haven't had this since '94, so cracked the bottle, broke the seal. You heard the hiss. It smells like the 80s. It smells like the 80s and early 90s. That's what the smell reminds me of. It smells like the 80s and 90s to me. Jesus. It tastes like nothing. It has more of a smell than it tastes, and not much of either. Maybe it's because I had the cherry Pepsi, but that has no flavor at all. Good or bad. It has none. Let me try a bigger gulp. It tastes like... Okay, I got a little hint of diet there. It tastes like nothing. It has no flavor. You know what? Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. This tastes like they forgot to put the flavoring in. They didn't put... There is no flavor at all. Okay, I'm not making a joke here. I'm not under-exaggerating, and I'm not over-exaggerating. This has no flavor whatsoever. None. I can't detect a flavor. I can't... I've drank that much of the bottle so far, and I can't detect any flavor. Other than a... No, I won't even call it that. None. Not a bit. It's fucking weird. It's like drinking air. They should have called it Pepsi Air. It doesn't even taste like water. Water has flavor compared to this. Okay. That's disappointing. Maybe my adult taste buds are immune to it, but and it's not because of the cherry Pepsi, because it's not... Cherry Pepsi's not that damn strong. I should be able to detect a flavor, good or bad, maybe even masked or distorted, but there's no flavor at all. I mean, take a breath. You'll have more flavor from the air than what I'm tasting from this. So, yeah, this is neither a disappointment nor a find. It's Pepsi Air. Hold on. It's been a while since I had a sip of the Pepsi. Hold on. Cherry Pepsi. It literally has no flavor. This is Pepsi water. This is Pepsi ultra purified flavorless water. Wow. There's no flavor. Good, bad, or indifferent. There is, well, maybe indifferent. But the point is, there's no indifferent, because if you're indifferent, you acknowledge there's two sides, or two or more sides. But the point is, this has no sides. This has no flavor at all. There is none. It's like it's Pepsi less flavor than air. I paid $1.80 plus tax for this shit, and there's no flavor. There is no taste. Good, bad, or otherwise, there is positively no fucking taste. This is kind of a waste of a video. There's no opinion on it. The plastic would have more flavor. If I melt it, if I emptied this bottle, dried it, and lit this damn package on fire this bottle on fire and ate that burnt plastic, it would have flavor. Bad, but it would have flavor. This has no flavor at all. They really went Crystal with this shit. They really stuck to the name Crystal Pepsi. There is no flavor. So, yeah. You ever have a cup of soda and ice in it, and the ice melts and the water settles on top? That water has more flavor than this does. What has flavor? This don't. I know I can't state this enough. There is no flavor, period. Good or bad. None. The fuck? I don't know what to think. There's nothing bad for me to criticize, but there ain't nothing to fucking praise either. Okay, well, that was the review on Christy. Yeah, Christy would have more flavor. I bet. Whoever the hell Christy is. Brinkley, back in her day. That was the review of Crystal Pepsi Air. Bottled liquefied air. Sure, okay. That's about that. Bitch out. Peace out.